Bro. Bro. One Piece, chapter 1176 is out. We got the cure for Domi Reversi, Brago's favorite plot point since Ice Oni. We also got upgrades for Frankie as well. Sanji versus Killingham has started. All the Straw Hats are getting a little bit of screen time. The only thing we're missing now is the big, the bad, the black Emu-sama.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, where is he, man? What is he doing? Is he actually a threat here in Elbaf? I've heard people saying that, Emu stocks are down. Personally, I don't think so. Don't throw it in my mouth. But, will Emu be able to pull it back for the God Knights here? Will they be able to push back Luffy and or Loki not using Tommy Reversi?
Yeah, I mean, I think Emu at this point can wipe most of everybody here in Elbaf, no hands. But right now, Emu has his hands full with the Soul King. All right? This is less about Emu stocks going down and more about the Soul King's stock going up. Okay? We saw the possibilities of ice this chapter, Sai. And you know what Soul King is? You know what he is, Sai.
What is he?
Bone chilling.
No!
And so Emu has a lot to deal with right now with the Soul King. And so we got to give Brook credit. He is holding out. And again, we also got to factor in Emu is in Gunko's body fighting against Brook. And Gunko, I don't know, she's in there somewhere. She could be fighting back against Emu with Brook. So that's all it is. It's just a stalling mechanic, but I don't think Emu's stock should be down. Emu isn't even here. He's inhabiting another body. Like stocks can't be down. No way.
Yeah, stocks are not down in my opinion. Like, Emu is rightfully nerfed here. And I think it would be more impactful, though, if Emu wins here, well, quote, wins, while nerfed. Like, imagine that. Do you think Emu is a hand-to-hand brawler, or no? Do you think they're going to just keep on using Domi Reversi to just solve all their problems? I think that's one of the main things. Emu so far has looked pretty good, tanked a lot of nice blows, but people are saying that Emu is a Domi Reversi merchant. How do you feel about that? I mean, okay, that's kind of true, though, to be fair. All they do is, woo, Domi Reversi. Like, that's kind of their thing, right? Are they going to throw hands like Madara? I guess that's a good question.
I think it's kind of like, calling your best thing and saying you're like, oh, a Domi Reversi merchant is like, oh, now he's just a tempo merchant. Jinbe is a water merchant.
I mean, okay, whoa. You put Jinbe in a desert? I don't know, man. I think Crocodile takes it. You know what I mean? If there's water nearby, he wins, but no water, Crocodile takes it.
Usopp is a slingshot merchant. No, I get what they're saying, where it's just they want to see more combat feats outside of Domi Reversi. I mean, we saw Emu pull out Crollo's book, so there must be other techniques in there that Emu can just use. So Bro, we all know that Oda is holding Emu back to make this interesting in some way. So I don't know. I think this is more about the story kind of taking its time as opposed to Emu. Yeah, so far, I agree. Domi Reversi merchant, but there's clearly way more in the bag. You don't win for over 900 years. Well, actually, I think with Domi Reversi you can. But I don't think we should rule Emu out, unless you don't think Emu's the final villain or has a chance to be in the final war. Unless you think this is it for Emu, you got to kind of give it the benefit of the doubt that at some point we're going to see why Emu is Emu. And it's just going to take time. That's not.
Yeah. I would love if they fought like the Dark Magician. Like, they just pull out a scepter and just start blasting everybody. I think that'd be dope.
I think it would be cool to see Emu pull out abilities maybe from the other Gorosei to give us a hint of like what he can do, where he can use abilities of people that's under the covenant or something like that. But I I think it's just they feel like he's spamming the same things. It's like that's all he can do. Clearly, there's more. There's way
There's
more.
more.
There's way more. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they whipped out like this really nice like flintlock shotgun.
Yeah.
You know, we had like this really cool dagger. What I want to see, and I think it's been heavily underrepresented in anime, I wish he had like a
Shotgun?
broadsword.
A broadsword.
Broadsword, longsword. I've had enough of katanas, man. You know, I'm Asian. I've seen a lot of katanas in my lifetime. I really wish we just throw it back to medieval days. Give Emu a knight sword. I think that'd be dope. And that's perfect. Hey, that might be the perfect dragon slaying item as well.
Like Guts' blade?
Yeah, like Guts' blade. Just give him a colossal great sword and call it a day.
I think I like guns. So
Makes sense.
I think guns don't get enough credit in One Piece. They got a lot of bodies. Guns kill a lot of people in the story.
We haven't really seen a lot of hockey guns either. We know it's possible.
Cobra got packed up by a gun. Odin got packed up by a gun.
But the guns that killed them didn't have hockey.
No. And that's the thing. I think guns would be really cool. Blades, we've seen a lot of blades. Hockey, you know, some more guns. If Emu pulls out like 2 more pistols and just that'd be fantastic. I'd love that.
Ooh, he could do that and shoot down Loki's wings too. Like shoot holes in it so he can't fly.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I'm here for it.
That'd be sick.
Let's do it. I think more guns for Emu. Just more techniques. One thing I don't want any cloning techniques where Emu multiplies. Ooh.
Oh, like Black Zetsu? Wait. Or like that guy from MHA?
I don't want no shadow clones. No, I don't want shadow clones. I think in general, as cool as cloning is to a lot of us, I hate the concept typically in anime.
The worst version of cloning, hands down, Tien.
What?
Dude, Tien, his cloning comes with a nasty ass nerf. Do you remember? Like, it genuinely splits his power into 4. So each clone is 25% as powerful as the regular Tien. And that's such an unnecessary nerf. You know what I mean?
I think maybe.
Back in the day, it makes sense. Current day, Dragon Ball Super Tien, having that same nerf is crazy considering who he's fighting in the Tournament of Power. Makes no sense.
We gotta understand, it's almost like in Dragon Ball, humans don't matter, generally. Okay. So Tien, Krillin, Master Roshi, it's like it's a ceiling there. There's only so much that they can go. And so for Tien, at the time...
All right, you say that, but Master Roshi's over here dodging Jiren.
You gotta make the old man look cool. Plus, he's a pervert.
What happened to the whole... I mean, he's only human. Come on.
Master Roshi's different. But Tien, here's the thing. The series just surpassed Tien, bro. Even Roshi. It's just too much for him. Tien was super cool in Dragon Ball. He was amazing. And then just passed him by. And the cloning technique, I think it's a good intimidation tool. You know? He's like, oh, 4 of him. Because Piccolo cloned himself a lot in Dragon Ball Z. In Dragon Ball. He loved it. Well, Piccolo would clone himself to fight against himself.
That was his version of the hyperbolic time chamber?
Yeah. He would clone himself to fight himself a lot. So, yeah, it's an unnecessary nerf. I don't like the cloning. I think initially I didn't like shadow clones in Naruto. I was like, oh, it's just more. I think just saying more of anything, I generally don't like. Because it's kind of lazy. Like when they said the way to defeating God Knights or the Gorosei, oh, we need mass. It's just more hockey. Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how I feel about cloning. No. Please no.
What about Kizaru and his clones? You love that though. Okay, well, what about cloning, but like it's brief, like Kizaru, for example. Like it's there for
that
one
was
attack.
fine because
and then
it's
it goes
for
away.
a purpose. He was just trying to distract Luffy. So
But
it was
if
fine.
Emu clones himself here, it makes sense too because it's 2v1. It's kind of unfair, don't you think?
No, what? Emu can turn anybody into his side. So now he can clone himself? No, I think it just be like, okay, now we have 5 emus fighting against all the strats. It just feels
Oh, it'll bring back that question of like, oh, you didn't like the Gorosei at Egghead? Well, what if there were 5 Kaidos instead? It's like, okay. I love that. We could bring that meme to reality. Except instead of Kaido,
5
it's
emus?
Emu. Yeah, 5 emus.
just emu do something cool. Do something cool. That's it.
Yeah, no, I
honestly,
agree.
I'm kind of ready because Emu's gonna lose. He's gonna lose. So I just give Emu a cool showing before
Here?
he disappears. Oh yeah,
Okay. Like they're gonna disappear. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I
because
think they're gonna win their fight, but they're gonna lose the overall like objective of Elbaf.
what are the win conditions for Emu and the squad?
The win condition is to subjugate Elbaf, which I think is off the table now. So the best
Off the
Emu
table.
can do is win
Showcase.
the small battles. You know, showcase
Yeah.
their abilities.
Yeah, showcase, just show them, show the strats what they have to look forward to, and let's get out of there.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's kind of over. So I'm kind of ready to get the other parts of the mural and get to the heaven realm, and
the
let's
Heaven
get to
Realm
it.
is still unexplored. That is so
'Cause,
crazy,
bro,
dude.
it's we have Emu's a stand-in. It's not like Emu's actually here. The most interesting God Knight is left. The other interesting God Knight got taken over. The other interesting God Knight got throttled by Loki. And then we're left with Killingham, who feels like, you know what it feels like? Killingham is by himself. So now he's like, yeah, and screw all these fishmen, man. Yeah, you guys are trash. Now what?
Yeah. I kind of
So
feel
it's
bad
like,
for him, dude. His buddies aren't here to back him up.
yeah, so he has to talk like twice as much shit. And it's like, Killingham, I don't think we're scared of you anymore. So,
Yeah, I
and
think
then
for
all his
Killingham,
nightmares are kind of ass.
we're all expecting what Sanji to get like Conquer's Hockey to beat him now too, or just something. So it's like,
Something
dang, dude.
because you know he can regen. So it's just, you know, it's whatever
Yeah.
with Killingham.
I like him though.
Ready to
I will
move on.
admit, I loved his dialogue, calling Jinbe like pretty much everything that we've been calling him for the past couple of years. Like it felt good.
I never said it about Jinbe. I love Jinbe.
I love him too, but you know we got to admit he is.
He's what? A fish?
Yeah, and Oda
Hey.
never lets us forget it too. In this chapter,
Yeah.
we go from Jinbe running towards the fire, and then when we pan over, he's dead ass swimming in water. What is he doing, brother?
He's bending.
Yeah, he's getting ready to bend the water towards the school. I get it, but it's like, man, like you can't keep him away from water, can you? Huh? You thirsty, Jinbe?
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
That's why it's like fighting Jinbe on land. It doesn't matter. He's still gonna bring the water to him, bro. Where did the water come from?
Okay, to be fair, the water's always been there. Remember when we first saw the school in the library? There was like a little pond. That should have been foreshadowing, actually. You know what? When we saw that pond in front of the school and library, we should have known that it was going to catch fire and Jinbe was going to be in there.
Jinbe's like, I'm here. The fireman.
Oh, imagine all the Straw Hats go to the school and Jinbe's like, guys, I'm going to hang back a little bit. I see a really nice pond over here. I want to check out.
I love Jinbe, but this is just we talked about it before. It's just they have an abundance of riches. And so, yeah, now you have a former warlord giving swimming classes and being a fireman in this arc. It's just like, oh, what do we do with him? It's just, you know, so it's tough. I don't know.
Do you think Emu would also talk trash to Jinbe? Like, if Emu were here instead of Killingham, do you think Emu would also be disgusted? Like, ugh, a fish man.
I think Emu would be disgusted if Jinbe looked at him.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you feast your eyes upon Mu, you filth of the sea.
Or maybe he likes Jinbe. We don't know Emu's relationship with Fishman. Because he did have that picture of Shirahoshi, so maybe he, like, you know, in the past, he was kind of cool with the fish people.
I think it's kind of like where you could have a raging racist, but it still find a woman of the the race that they're racist against attractive, and then it's kind of fetishizing it.
Oh, I've seen a lot of those. Yeah, those are like the most popular forms of romance books, I think.
The fetishizing of a race,
or just like something you dislike, like, oh, I'm falling in love with my captor. Ooh, kidnapped, but he's kind of hot. Stuff like that. Like, I'm being deported, but the ICE agent is sexy.
It's like Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, I feel like there's always that thing where it's like, the thing you dislike or initially dislike, you end up loving. I feel like that's like #1 for like women's romance books.
It's like Mulan.
At least it's a stereotype.
Yeah. Like he didn't like Ping, and then he ended up loving Ping.
Something like that, yeah.
Then he was more upset after Ping was a woman.
I don't think he was necessarily upset. I think it was like a pleasant surprise.
He was pissed.
No, it was a pleasant surprise.
He said, "Get out of here!
You lied to me!
You lied! What do you mean you're a woman?
I was expecting balls!
I was in love with you!"
Yeah, we didn't. That was like the cut version, huh? I didn't see that version of Mulan.
You gotta watch it again.
Yeah.
You gotta watch it again.
You gotta watch the Blu-ray edition.
Yeah, watch the extended cut.
God.
He's like, "What do you mean you're a woman?"
Do you think that Imu, being in Gunko's body, do you think they're gonna awaken the Aro no Mi? Because that'd be kind of crazy too.
So like, it's like, what's the awakening for the Aro no Mi? Does it go like an arrow on her forehead and she gets like really crazy bending powers?
I think Imu would just turn things into like an arrow world. Like the tree becomes an arrow, the branches become arrows. Because that's generally how paramecia awakenings work, right? You just turn your environment into like X thing.
Like Pokemon, where it's like certain slides you have to go on to get to where you got to get to.
Yeah.
It's like you got to get on the right arrow.
Oh,
like what if Imu does that to separate the strats?
Like somebody tries to run towards him and then he's just like, "Oh, you're going over there actually. See you later."
Yeah, it's just automatic arrows placed on them.
That'll be fun.
It'd be fun, but it'd feel like filler. Because it'd be like 3 chapters of them not knowing what the fuck to do.
Yeah,
and the only person that would figure it out is Zoro.
He would find the right path by accident, by getting lost.
By accident. Yeah, by accident.
Maybe we don't do that then.
Yeah.
Unless it's like more streamlined, where it's just like, multiple attacks. Or maybe it's like actual arrows. Like old school medieval arrows.
The tough part about it is because Imu's side is, at this point, just nothing. And they're so overwhelmed. What's the most hype thing that can happen, Sai? At this point, what is it?
The most hype thing is if Imu oppresses everybody. He has a transformation. He goes wild. He powers up the God Knights. They have like a resurrection, a second awakening. Sommers gets up 10 times more powerful. Killingham gets more powerful. And they're winning for a little bit. But then Gunko takes back control over her body and then Imu gets sent home. I think that would leave the biggest impression on us and it would force us to like maybe have to get stronger. Like Frankie's like, "Oh, let me lock in on these ODCs and make it more specialized." Usopp's like, "Oh, let me just get more pop greens or a new ability." I just want Imu to be like some kind of like power creep. Like a great example, like Kaido at the beginning of Wano, where he's over here one-shotting Luffy and then by the end of the arc, Luffy beats Kaido. I would love it if Imu did something similar, just because it would spur all the Straw Hats to get stronger. I love just power-ups in general, so we need a reason to power up, though. And if Imu's not that guy, then we're probably just going to stay the same for now.
Does Luffy fight any other characters before Imu?
On this island, no.
After Elbaf.
Oh, after Elbaf. I think he'll fight a couple of God Knights. I bet there's going to be like a Blue No type of character we just fight randomly.
Oh, in the Final War.
Yeah, in the Final War, I bet there's going to be like a lot of fodder-esque characters that would just go around and whoop as Luffy.
So anybody before then?
Any big bad villain? No, I don't think so.
So essentially, Luffy at this point is as strong as he probably is going to be once we fight the Final War.
Unless Imu just forces him to level up right here, yeah. I think Luffy needs another upgrade, though. I think there's going to be a Gear 6. There's got to be some revelation or comeuppance or reward whenever Luffy realizes that he's the sun god, because he still thinks he's the Gum Gum guy.
What if it's a power up once he recreates the weapons in the mural?
He doesn't even know what those weapons are. He doesn't even think he's the guy in the mural, even.
Yeah.
He hasn't even seen the mural.
Can't even read.
Yeah, no, so we need Imu to just drop some kind of, like, you know, some slander towards Luffy, saying, hey, you don't even have Joy Boy's weapons. You don't have Nika's full power yet. Just a one-liner to make Luffy say, hey, let me get that then. You know what I mean?
I can't think of anything with Imu combat-wise is going to get me hype, just because it feels like I'm fighting a shadow clone. And so it feels like Imu is super limited, and Oda is kind of leaning towards the side of, hey, I want to show something, but I don't want to show too much till the final war. Typical stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just, it feels completely limited. Honestly, I think the only thing that can muster up the craziest amount of hype combat-wise would be somebody returning.
Shamrock?
That's it.
I don't know, man. You saw the panel where Marie's Raw looked fine, so maybe Shamrock dealt with everything. If time dilation is real, maybe he's healed up and he's ready to go again. I just feel like it's so odd just getting rid of Shamrock and then bringing him back, like, immediately.
I think it was odd just getting rid of him, but I guess Oda has plans for him later down, obviously.
Yeah.
Again, from the beginning after Shamrock, I'm like, yo, they feel so limited. They feel like they have nothing. And Imu shows up like, okay, this is crazy. But now Imu's fighting against Brooks. I'm like, why? We're holding Imu back now, you know? So it just always feels, it all kind of feels contrived to a point.
Brooks' shield, it's made out of potentially atom wood, the strongest substance on this planet. That's why Imu couldn't get through it.
That's crazy. At that point, if atom wood is blocking Conqueror's imbued attacks, then Kaido should have been talking about atom wood.
I mean, yeah, atom wood is such a joke, man. Like, we saw what Big Mom did to it when she was in a hunger pang. She just lifted up the Thousand Sun and started destroying it. Yeah, atom wood it can protect you from cannonballs, but actual fighters, nah, dude. There's people who actually believe that when Kaku was gonna, like, you know, sky slice the Thousand Sunny, they're like, oh, the attack would just bounce off. It's like, bro, guys, come on. If Zoro wanted to cut the Thousand Sunny, it would have happened.
I think maybe atom wood is stronger than Elbaf, because of all the ancient energy teaming around.
No.
I don't know. Brook blocked Imu, full powered, mad. I don't know, Sai.
Nerfed by emotions. Gunko's holding back. We're going to see it. You know, Gunko's going to be inside of the body saying, stop it, Imu-sama, please. And then Imu's going to have dialogue where it's like, oh, I can only bring out 5% of my strength against this skeleton.
I think we should wrap it up.
I think Brook is wrapped up, man. We didn't even see him in the last 2 chapters. Imu's just out there, just chilling, watching Loki. I think Brook is done, man. We're going to go over to Brook. He's wrapped up in arrows again.
Probably. I would not be surprised if Brook is done, but I think I'm kind of at the point where it's just, you know, Brook versus Imu, that's not going to lead to anything because Brook's going to lose. We haven't seen Loki and Luffy actually fight really yet, and so Loki goes hybrid form. Luffy's in Gear 5, and then they're fighting against Imu. It's just, it feels overwhelming. So that's something that could be hype, where it's like, okay, now it's Loki and Luffy versus Imu, and now we're having a 2v1, and Imu's holding him off by himself, and it's like, whoa.
Without Domi-Reversi.
Please, without Domi-Reversi. No Domi-Reversi. Yeah. What about this? Imu, Domi-Reversi's Gunko. So it's like using steroids on himself, where eventually Gunko dies after he leaves Gunko's body.
I don't know. I mean, like, would Emu still be in control while their Domi reversied, or is it just like Gunko with no mind?
Still in control, but after he gets booted out, now Gunko has no mind.
I don't know. Without Emu there, because you said Emu gets booted out, I feel like it's not that big of a deal. No, I mean, Luffy and Loki can probably deal with the Straw Hats will probably struggle, but Luffy and Loki, I feel like they'll just win. They're just too strong.
It's hard to find a silver lining.
Like, dude, if Loki can beat not Domi Reversi Herald, but possessed Herald, I think Loki can beat Domi Reversi Gunko, man. And then Luffy, he's just too strong.
Unless you bring Loki to Gunko's side and Emu's side at least, and then I don't know. The setup, bro, it is not conducive to hype. As far
it's
as
just
combat.
Because it's not super threatening right now. I feel like what we need to do, and I think you'll agree with me on this, I think we need to bring in one more person. Not Shamrock, but we need a Taunt Musica ass demon in here. During the Film Red premiere, Oda did say a demon like Taunt Musica exists in One Piece, but he hasn't drawn it yet. So maybe we get it here in Elbaf. Like back at God Valley where Saturn and Emu were talking, they're like, oh, something may be unleashed here. Maybe we get it here in Elbaf.
Hopefully this demon is on the moon. Hopefully we never see this demon at all.
It's gonna happen, man. Emu's gonna unleash the beast, and then he's gonna go home. He's gonna say, you know what? Since I can't subjugate Elbaf, I'm gonna destroy it. Instead of using the Leloucia weapon, here's Taunt Dudzika. And we have seen multiple times where movies kind of hint towards like future events. We had the whole thing, Guilt of Sorrow. He's obviously Doflamingo. Bullets, obviously Kaido. It's like, yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's in the cards. It's in the cards. We're going to get Taunt Dudzika here in Elbaf.
Please don't.
And
Please,
Brook is
Oda.
going to have another musical focus. He's going to come out and sing a song. Gunko is actually just Uta, when you really think about it. Just Brook's version.
I really hope Oda's not listening to any of this. I really hope that this never happens. Like, I was going to watch Film Red the other day.
Yeah?
I was like, let me give it another try. And then I got physically sick.
You start throwing up. Man, so many Film Red haters out there, brother. I love Film Red.
I like
aspects of it. That's a better way to put it. I don't love the entire thing.
35 seconds of it that I love.
Shanks versus civilians?
Yes.
Where that guy's just going around just laying in haymakers.
Yeah, Shanks
on
is
him?
like, the funny part when that happened, people posting on Twitter like, haha, this is your Yonko? Look what Fodder did to him. Somebody was like, he is fucking human.
Look, he's reacting to punches.
Punches hurt him. Ha ha! Weaker than Mihawk.
I mean, that's the thing, you put Shanks in a room where he can't fight back against Kid, and you give him like 24 hours, I think Kid could win.
Maybe.
Definitely. If Shanks just has to tank blows.
If Griffin has a mind of his own, is protecting Shanks, I don't know.
No, come on. Kid can so beat a Griffin monster.
Yo, the Kid redemption story is going to be so sweet. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to just crap on all the Kid haters.
The community is going to go nuts whenever Kid comes back and he's actually like semi-relevant.
Does Kid have an OST in the anime?
I don't think so.
He needs one. I think that's what they should do. And so, like, in the anime, when he comes back, I don't think you bring him back in the manga. You bring him back in the anime. So we don't expect it.
Anime only.
And all of a sudden, anime only going forward. And all of a sudden, we're in Elbaf. And then Gunko's fighting against Brook and Luffy and them. They're flying, trying to protect all this shit. Then we have Killingham versus Sanji and Zoro versus Directions. And here comes, you hear like a sound. And then everyone looks back. And then there's Kid.
Ooh.
And he has like a completely different hairstyle, right? He's blonde now, right? He's a different beast. And he's like, I'm different now. And
He
then
says those
behind him,
exact words.
those exact words. And then behind him, there's like a, like a Dr. Blythe. It's almost like a metal thing that is controlling him. That is said, the narrator comes in and said it makes Kid fight at 120% of his current capacity. However, there's a drawback. He can only do it for 20 minutes.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. And then Luffy's like, he can fight me equally.
Yep. And then Shanks, he's in the reaction shot as well. And he says, oh my god, now I have to sneak attack him to win.
I don't know.
That'd be crazy.
Now Elbaf is back. Elbaf is back, baby.
That'll be massive, dude.
I'm just saying.
And just imagine, we get a fake out death with Kid where somebody like destroys his heart. But then Kid, we see the inner machinations of his heart. And it's all metal. And it's like... And then he comes back to life.
What Kid has done, he has recreated his heart in different places of his body. And so the electrical pulses that keeps him alive isn't just his heart. So you can destroy his heart, but everything around it can still keep him alive. And he also put his awakening on his heart. So even if you destroy it, it comes back together so quickly that he keeps him alive. So Kid is immortal.
Oh, I love that. You know, it's funny.
That's his true awakening.
We're talking about Kid. Kid could be a game changer here in Elbaf. He was last seen off the coast of this island. Maybe he comes back and he fights Emu with his Conqueror's Hockey. Or he gets Domi Reversied. Domi Reversied Kid would go kind of crazy.
What if he uses Emeth?
Oh, yeah, he starts controlling the giant robot?
Yeah.
That'd be
figures
horrifying.
Out the secret of ancient energy.
I mean, speaking of ancient, Kid, he is sinking to the bottom of the ocean right now as we speak. He could land upon ancient ruins and learn something crazy.
Even better, that devastating attack from Shanks, it awakened something in him where now he understands Conqueror's Hockey.
Oh.
So like his electricity is imbued with Conquerors.
That'd be nice,
man. It would be nice. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I think for Oda, Kid was never meant to have that type of focus, I suppose. Especially when we got to
Apparently
Wano.
He was supposed to. Oda said that he was supposed to get all the love early on, but Law stole it from him, so.
By the time we got to Wano, it was like...
It was gone.
All right, this guy's cool, I guess, but Luffy's cooler.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's a balance, and Oda does a pretty decent job when it comes to like major characters as far as like separating or divvying up the coolness and the cool factor. But typically it's like the Luffy show, like 9 times out of 10. Because I was thinking about other anime the other day, and it was just like, other anime really not crap on their MC, but they give a lot of characters a lot of time to shine. Sometimes to the detriment of the MC, which some people may say is a problem. They definitely do that in My Hero. Definitely happens in Hunter x Hunter. Happens in FMAB. I would say Death Note.
Yeah, Death Note. Because we get a lot of L focus.
A lot of L focus. I think quite a few people prefer L over Light.
I mean, you go to Naruto, we have Sasuke as well.
Yeah,
but it's
Sasuke,
like a dual like protagonist kind of thing.
They're kind of like the 2 main characters almost. So it's just, or when you think about Kakashi or Itachi or Shikamaru, Jiraiya, things like that. It's just, and we can go to Bleach. It's a lot in Bleach. Where in One Piece, I mean, I had a lot of like hope for Kaido. And Kaido was cool. I don't think it materialized the way I wanted it to.
Remember we thought we were
Yeah.
gonna get the Kaido flashback with God Valley and Roxy Zebek?
We did.
We did. We were like, oh, Oda didn't give us much about Kaido's backstory during Wano, but wait till God Valley. And then I think he had like 4 or 5 panels and that's it.
It didn't add anything to his character.
Not really. Nothing that we haven't seen before.
Yeah. It just reaffirmed who we already thought Kaido was. So
It was a little bit more of a goofball, which I did enjoy though.
yeah. Kaido had a lot of potential. So I don't know. I think unfortunately, well, here's this. Law did get a lot of love in Punk Hazard and Dressrosa. To the point that there's some people that were mad at Law being so intertwined on the crew. Because it felt like he was getting way too much focus, and the other Straw Hats definitely weren't getting as much between Punk
true.
Hazard and Dressrosa. I mean, yeah, Law did steal the show between those 2 arcs. First, I mean, even in Wano to an extent.
I mean, people love Law, so it's not like too bad. And the thing is, Law, he does do really well in popularity polls, which it's funny. If you looked at the popularity polls for week 1, the results, Luffy won across the board everywhere except for Japan, because that's where Zoro stole the show instead.
I never thought I'd see it. I don't think it's gonna finish that way.
I don't think it's gonna finish that way
ultimately
either.
Wins, but that's interesting. I would say Zoro has gotten. I mean, he's always been popular.
I mean, he's just like a character that doesn't have a lot of downsides. I mean, Zoro's just cool, calm,
it's always
collected,
W's,
logical,
W's.
great fighting style, good opponents, good dialogue. Like, there's nothing to hate about Zoro.
The anime does him justice. The
Yeah.
voice actor is cool. It's like everything there for Zoro. Him being over Luffy though, that's shocking. Now,
Only in Japan, mind you.
I mean, Luffy wouldn't be number 1 in my popularity poll, but
Roxy's Zebek squeezed in a couple times.
I expect Rocks. Okay, recent Rocks.
No Loki.
No, not yet. Not yet. I think Loki's cool, but he's not Rocks cool yet.
Yeah.
What about Harold? I would presume he's in the top 30.
Oh, top 30. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say like top 5.
No,
I was like, no way, top 5.
How he went out, no. Gunko probably made it to top 50. I'm just thinking of recency bias. Whitebeard could have a surge. Shiki.
I think Kid might be up there somewhere. Top 30 as well.
Kid? I'd be shocked.
Kid top 30? Easy, dude.
I'd be shocked.
Really? Hey,
I'd say
don't
top-
underestimate Japan, man. Japan loves
Top
Kid.
50. Okay, maybe in Japan. I'd say worldwide.
Worldwide, no. I feel like the sentiment around Kid is not great, which I wish him the best. I cannot wait till he comes back in Elbaf. It's going to happen. I mean, there's no way he's on a different island, right?
We just had a whole saga of fighting kids being walked along Elbaf. You fight against Emu, fought against Summers. If Kid comes back, it's just like, why?
Conquers
I wanted him
hockey.
back
We
in
need
Elbaf.
him, dude.
Does he knock out Emu? He sends Emu back to Mary Joa?
He's like the one extra push we need to like push him back. Like we could recreate the God Valley panel where all the goats attacked Emu, but instead here it's Loki, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Kid, and Hiradin and Usopp. Yeah, the 7 legends attacking Emu.
I think it was threw up in my mouth.
Which part?
Hiradin, I'm not too mad at. Usopp, just throwing Usopp in there.
He needs to be. We talked about it for like 30 minutes about how, oh yeah,
No.
Usopp's got to do something. You're
that's not-
excluding Usopp here?
No, please.
What?
That's like the Family Guy meme. No.
Okay,
No, not you.
you want Usopp to get a feat, yet you deny him an Emu fight.
Not that. Was he gonna put a slingshot in there? Like,
I don't know. Maybe impact the wolf. Maybe he uses Ragnir.
I'm sick of it. Give him a gun.
He's never gonna use a gun, bro. It's not
I
possible, man.
know, I know. But
Gotta
Jesus,
imagine though, ricocheting Usopp with the gun would be kind of cool. Like trick shots and stuff. 360 no scopes.
uh reading Sakamoto Days. Sakamoto Days low key has some of the best gun feats I've seen in manga and anime. It is, and some of the best feats are from like snipers. So like, it's one guy who somebody's about to kill somebody with a gun, and the sniper shot the safety button.
Ooh, that's nice.
They shot the safety. It was insane. So like, I think that's one of my favorite things. One of my favorite things in Sakamoto Days is just like seeing just how crazy people go with guns and accuracy and just pinpoint shit. I'm like, yo, Usopp can do this, bro.
He should be able to do this.
Oh my god. And it's hype every time because it's just it gives just more depth to how differently a sniper or somebody that's that accurate sees things. And for Usopp, he should get focused like that.
How about this? What if Imu is like one of your favorite characters, sad that he died, Neji Hyuga, where he has like one area that he can't just like observe. Like Imu's one blind spot, his weak point, like the back of the neck, and Usopp figures it out and he lands the perfect blow. One that Imu can't detect.
That'd be cool. I mean, here's the thing. Usopp is limited because he uses a slingshot, right? But this is One Piece. Okay. We saw like how legendary a jelly bean can be.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that slingshot can be as powerful as Oda wants it to be. So let him cook.
Let
the sniper cook.
Like,
you know what I want at the end of the story when we're fighting against Van Augur, for Usopp and Van Augur not to even be on the battlefield. They're not even there. They're like so many clicks away.
Countries away, yeah.
They're just so far away, just shooting each other. But here's the thing. They're not only shooting each other, they're also protecting different people on the battlefield.
Oh, that'd be nice. And guess what? Every time Usopp tries to attack Van Augur, he teleports. So Usopp pre-fires in a different direction because he has future sight and he knows Van Augur's teleporting over there. God.
I think with Usopp
be so
cool thing would be Usopp firing an attack at the beginning of the fight. And then literally the Van Augur, like the final blow where he feels like he has the hit on Usopp, like a bullet hits him out of nowhere. He's like, where did that come from? And he's like, I already saw that happening. Remember the first bullet?
It traveled around the world and it hit you from the back.
That was the plan. I was
like, or I guess like he would just shoot it up in the sky. And then by the end of the battle, it just falls down and hits him in the head or something.
Could be this guy, or it could be like a Wanted where he bends it.
Oh, yeah, bends the bullet.
Yeah. Or just...
Could be like a Stampede where, he attacked Douglas Bullet early on, and then by the end of the fight, it came back and just wrapped around him.
Something like that. Just there's so many ways you can do it with a sniper.
Make him seem smart.
Make him seem competent.
Yeah, if only, man. If only.
It's just, I think Oda enjoys the scared gag a bit too much. And, we understand he's scared. But, when it's time to step up, step up.
No, it's because Oda said it's relatable. He said Usopp relates to the people, man.
It's not. This is a Japanese manga, so.
Do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. It's like one of those things. They're like, hey, we represented you. And then it's like a coward. It's like, no, please.
It's like,
hey, here's your representation. Here's Usopp. Please, anything but this.
No, if you know what it feels like.
What's up?
What Usopp feels like sometimes is a rerun of a show that it got rebooted. And the characters are grown now, they're in college, and one of the characters are the exact same way from the previous show. And
Like
you're
no
like,
growth whatsoever.
no growth whatsoever. And you're like, it's cool. Like, I'm enjoying the fact that you're here, but you're not bringing anything different than you did before. It's been no growth. So Usopp in general feels like a nothing burger because we know what we're going to get out of him. And so, as hype, again, it's easy for a lot of people to, sometimes fall away from One Piece because post time skip, we saw Usopp, he had gotten in the gym, Nami placed his head in their
Remember when
boobs. You're
he
like,
had a 6-pack? What happened to
there's a
that?
6-pack. He had a
The
6-pack and he
six-pack is
had like some
gone.
guns.
He's
Yeah, he was
gone.
well
It's gone
built.
now, dude.
Like now, Usopp, he's right back to the frail physique that he had. And it's just like, why?
Why did he do this?
I don't know. Like, post time skip, I mean, I think it made Frankie worse. Because I don't like Frankie's design post time skip. I liked Usopp's design, but I now hate it because it didn't amount to anything. Even though I do think he's going to get something dope in Elbaf.
We all believe in
Nami was
Usopp
fine.
here.
Zoro was fine.
Nami's cool. I prefer like the shorter hair, but yeah.
Robin was fine. I like the fact I liked her shorter hair. So,
I'm glad Robin got the bangs back.
yeah, I'm glad she got the bangs back as well. So,
I think that's what we were missing, really. Like the minute she put her bangs back on, I said, you know what? This is the One Piece I love.
yeah, as soon as Saul came back, I was like, this is it. This is the one. This is what I wanted. So,
Yeah, as soon as Saul came back. Now all we need is
people are so mad about Saul coming back.
Rocksteady Zebek back too. All we need is Rocksteady Zebek to say, Blackbeard, I'm here. I've come to help you.
The worst character to come back from death. Where it's like, oh, actually.
King Harold. I think King Harold coming back is just... I mean, Ace
other than
too.
Ace and Whitebeard.
Yeah, other than Ace and Whitebeard, like the most recent character I could think of, Harold. Harold coming back would just make no sense. Because it's like, yo, you could have cleared your son's name, at least in private. I don't know. It's just... But I guess Imu would find out that he's alive, then come back again. But
I have to stay in hiding.
And then it would like have the whole panel where Loki's crying just seem a little bit silly. It's like, oh, like 2 seconds later, Harold gets back up. It's like,
That's crazy. Like, I'm watching more shows, reading more manga recently. I'm like, yo, a lot of anime and manga do fake out deaths. Like, it's not just a One Piece thing. It happens a lot. I think it's just because we read One Piece for so long, we can point to
like
so many
the fake out deaths, they stack up. That's the thing.
Yeah, they stack
like series
up
has like
after a
1 or
while.
2. One Piece has like 5, 10, 20. It's just, and we're still going. It's like, damn.
And it's so tough because it's just sometimes damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because in Naruto, like Neji dies. Spoiler alert. And if you're like, oh, Neji, not like this. You don't kill him like this. But if you would have came back, be like, oh, fake out death. Why would you even do that? So it's just, and again, I agree with the sentiment of don't try
to be fair,
cheat.
Neji was a little bit like out of nowhere. Like everybody's dodging, everybody's fine. We've seen people take blows in that war. Neji dies to 1 attack. Like that's the silliest part.
Absolutely horrendous because his entire moveset feels like it's designed to protect him.
And he saw it coming.
Things like that.
He took the blow for Naruto, if I recall correctly. So it's also like Naruto's fault while he's like cloaked up. He just didn't see this blow coming, and it's like,
Neji should be able to deflect that easy.
Yeah, it felt a little bit forced. Like they wanted somebody to die. That's all it was.
And that's the other side of people saying, oh, they should kill characters. It's like, if it's not done well, you end up with a Neji death, where it's just like,
yeah.
Well,
it's like Ashura or Doji. It's like, well, you're telling me this guy that was fighting Jack and, Kaido wanted to recruit him. He's very powerful, Ryuo and everything. You're telling me he dies to 1 dynamite? I don't know, man.
Or Izo to a finger pistol.
2 finger pistols. He's dead. And then we have X Drake took 1 to the throat, survived. But he's a Zoan. And it's like, okay, Zoans recover fast, but if I recall correctly, that's just like awakened Zoans. It shouldn't apply to Drake, but it's whatever, dude. Like I said, we
Finger
take it on the
pistol.
chin. We just move on. It is what
Yeah,
it
you
is.
just don't think about it.
Yeah. Speaking of it, last thing to bring up. Kagurabachi. You read the latest chapter?
I have
Spoilers for Kagurabachi, by the way. Latest chapter. Nothing too big happened. Nothing
114.
groundbreaking. So, yes.
Nothing groundbreaking. It is just developing more so Rokihira
Yeah.
and seeing the humble beginnings, how he started working on a Datenseki, and they're somewhat hyping him to kind of establish who he is and why he is who he is. And I think that was done really well. You see just how quirky he is. Some more Shiba stuff. Shiba is starting to get more focus and seeing just how important and instrumental Shiba was to all of this. I wonder if Shiba looks at everything going on and is like, fuck, is this my fault?
Yeah.
You know, because
like semi-responsible. Like he witnessed everything with the Soga clan, Rokuhira.
he's the one that brought it to
Sucks.
him, you know? So it's just like, you know, I guess, but I want to see more of like Rokuhira, like how do we get to the point of you creating these devastating weapons and feel like they're necessary? But we're seeing the talent. That's the thing we're seeing early. The talent that he has, how he's able to decipher things and just by looking at the Datenseki. So a great start to like the flashback arc.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see the Soga clan because we're going to see Chiaki, which I believe is going to be Chihiro's mom. And apparently she has
Seems
like
that way.
Madame Charlie prophecies as well. So I wonder what she's going to say about the war. Like, oh, it's coming. We need weapons. We're going to get attacked. We're going to lose really hard. And of course, we're going to see Soga before the war as well. Like, I think a lot of these characters, we're going to see like a different side of them that we usually wouldn't see. I guess One Piece equivalent will be like Gold Roger before he was a pirate. Like, what was he like? Was he hanging out? Like, what's up?
Yeah, when you think of that, or yeah, Gold Roger. It's you kind of get to see both sides, which is
Yeah.
unique in this instance because you get to see Rokita, who seemingly from our perspective means well. Then you get to see Soga. And so you just get to see all these different perspectives and how it gets warped over
Yeah.
time and how they kind of go either way. It's kind of like equivalent to Hashirama and Madara.
Oh, yeah,
That
where they're like
flashback.
good friends. Well, good friends fighting in the war, friends again, fighting again. Like, it's just back and forth. Yeah.
And you see just how things go awry with brother being killed, Tobirama being like a raging racist, but not necessarily being wrong, and how
He's not
things
wrong.
just like unravel
Those
and
damn
you really can't stop
Uchiha.
it. You know, and it's just sometimes I feel like no matter what, these things are just gonna happen based on the personalities that are there, based on just like what needs to happen. And so that's how I felt with Naruto. I think we're gonna feel the same way. I think we're gonna understand both sides. Where it's like I understand why you feel like you need to make these weapons. I understand why you chose these people, but I understand why you feel like you need to kill all these people as well. So
I think the prophecy might be linked to it too. Like, imagine she has like a horrifying prophecy. Like, she's like, hey, yeah, we're all gonna die if we don't like kill them. And then, you know,
like you
if you
said,
believe the
if they
prophecy, you have
kill,
to kind of go for it.
and if one of them killed her,
It feels it. Yeah.
it feels
There's
like
a
the
lot
prophecy, you know. And so it was a great start. It was a
It's a
great start.
really good
I'm
start.
excited. I'm excited because once we get back to real time, we're gonna have so much more context, so much more understanding. We might be on the opposite sides of like, hey, you know, actually,
Yeah, you're gonna come to my side where genocide is great.
oh, you might come to my side and they're like,
Nah, Brago.
I
If there's
think
ever a
you
chance to
went
just
too
wipe them
far.
off, I say wipe them, brother. One thing too, I am excited to see more of Subaru because we finally got him in action at the end of the chapter. He's also a swordsmith. He's the
Yep.
sushi guy, sword bearer. Pretty cool. I feel like this chapter, it's very anime. I think that's the best way to put it. It feels like we're meeting Demon Slayer-ass characters, and not in a bad way. Like, even Rokuhira's facial expressions, where, like, he's thirsting over food, his eyes are really big. It feels like a new generation anime thing, where, like, yeah, we have these exaggerated emotions, and then we have personalities that, I would say, like, autistically focuses on one thing. Like, Rokuhira is the swordsmith. This guy is the sushi guy. Like, they're kind of falling into these anime camps and stereotypes.
And I feel like it may be a situation of they're bringing in a bunch of different swordsmiths.
Yeah.
Just to see who can do what. And I wonder if there's going to be some overlap where some swords get made from this swordsmith, but swordsmith and Rokuhira, he has to finish it. Or like, what's the mindset behind some of these blades, you know, and the making of it. So I really enjoyed the chapter. It was introductions for the most part, but you can see the potential for where it could go.
God, love Kagurabachi, man.
It is cooking.
It is cooking. And you know what else is cooking?
JJK Madulo.
JJK Madulo. I haven't read it yet, though.
It just ended.
Oh, was the ending good? What happened?
It was good. Sad, but good.
Here, let me look up the ending real quick.
That's insane.
25 chapters. Oh, finally, huh?
That's crazy.
Wait, is this who I think it is? Damn!
Yeah, it is.
What? I mean, the art style is different, but...
Yeah, it is.
That guy looks cool. Wow. And how long into the future is this? Like 90, 100 years or something?
80.
Jeez. Wait, okay, that's hype, man. I need to read this.
That's crazy. Reading this.
I'm skim reading the chapter right now, the last chapter. Yeah, I need to check out Madulo, man. Big dubs. There's a guy that looks like Tien in here. What's up with him?
Can't do it.
Oh, wait. Did they bring this one guy back to life? They did. But he's small now. Weird. Yep. Weird. And baseball, too? My God. Oh, yeah. It needs to get animated, man.
Yeah. I fail to understand their brain chemistry to read the ending to watch the beginning. I don't understand it.
Because it's fun, man. Like, how do we get from point A to point B? Oh my God, is that who I think it is in the cover? Why does he look like that? Oh, wow. Who are these characters? It feels like we just got introduced to like a new realm of like demons or something. Huh. Yeah, anyways, that is it for today, guys. Let us know what you think about all this down below. How do you feel about Emu? Oh, I just put it together. This girl is her. In the beginning. Wow, yes. Time skips, man. You know what? Good for her age. W's. Good for her age. Anyways, catch you guys later. You know where to find Brago. He's over at BDA Law. Make sure to give him a like, a follow, sub, and all that good stuff. And we'll catch you guys next week with more Domi Reversey chatter. Peace out.